Woo! Hello. Hello. So, Titty Connoisseur, great name. Great name. Hello, chat. It's it's been a couple of days, hasn't it? I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words. I haven't done a solo stream in like 2 weeks. I realized I got a wee bit burned out. I think after like campaigning for the first 30 days and took a little break, and then haven't exactly. I was going to stream Tuesday, then I had other stuff to do, and then it was too late, so I was like, I'll do it Wednesday. Obviously, yesterday was not a good day to stream, and frankly, I didn't feel like streaming today either. But I owe you guys a campaign update, so I am doing my duty, and I am streaming now to update all of you on the Fiendish campaign and just to catch up, because work must proceed, and I have like I said, a duty to Fiendish and to all of you. But yeah, it's been crazy, and I don't think it's just me who thinks that. I don't think it's because I'm just chronically online. Shit's pretty nuts, isn't it? I love that name. Hi, Voltic. Let me say hi to chat first. Oh, and by the way, so Creative Block will be right after the stream. Got a bit of a late start, but so it'll be a short stream. But I will raid into Phil's channel, which is where Creative Block will be today. So just stay tuned, and then I'll redirect everybody to Creative Block, and we'll keep the party going. Let me catch up with chat first. Oh. You hear that? That was my Duolingo telling me to practice my Japanese. I will do it later and probably forget. Hello, Kevin Ryan. Good evening. Hello. Hi, Henry Bemis. Hello. That's moi. Well, who's that? Hi, Voltig. Hello, Cam. Alex VRB. Maromi was here. He says he's still at work, so we'll probably miss it. Well, thank you for being in chat anyways. I'm posting links. Travis, hello. Travis is just popping in for hail. Haven't been that into it lately. I get it. I'll try to catch block soon. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know everyone's busy and like there's more important things in the world, right? But hopefully I can provide you some entertainment, and hopefully us in the Creative Block can provide that for you tonight as well, because I know sometimes I just need that. Grounds on the impending 60. Thank you. You'll be there in no time. I hope so. I mean, to be honest, the campaign has been rather slow for the past week or so, but I'm not surprised. It's past the first 30 days. Like there's a lull in this period, so I'm not surprised. Also, I haven't been streaming. Like honestly, I just been doing other stuff, and I've been first I was a little burned out, and I've been doing other stuff. So I've got to stream and I got to promote it. So it's my fault, and I just think a lot of people. I've been watching other people's campaigns up until now, and most of the funding is at launch and closing anyways. So I'm like, I hope I kind of understand it. It's not the end of the world. But that being said, that doesn't mean that all of you shouldn't be backing Fiendish now, because I did just announce a 60K stretch goal yesterday. And it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So if you all would like the campaign to hit 60K, then you should keep promoting the campaign and back it. Maybe buy some original art. So let's I'm gonna pull it up in a second, but Titty Connoisseur, your comments are something else. Late and the lead designer of the updated Cracker Barrel logo. Oh my god. What? I didn't read this. Late and effectuate a synergistic reintroduction of corporate cultural temperature optics for systematic rebalancing dynamic asset positionalities. I am not I feel like that was too smart of a sentence for me, but very erudite, Titty Connoisseur. Thank you for the comment. Oh, you guys crack me up sometimes. Hey, Rushbrook is here. Hello. Rushbrook says, hello, everyone. I'm going to be around tonight as well. I've got so much to do. I totally understand. We'll drop by every chance I get. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very, very much. And yeah, hope to see you around later, even if intermittently. Let me scroll down a bit. Hello, Ryu's Dragon. Ronan, read the update email from the campaign. Yes. So the I updated the campaign page and I sent out a email update yesterday. So if you the 60K stretch goal is, let me just pull it up. So for those of you who haven't checked your email and who haven't read the campaign updates and who have not seen the emails and the updates that I have so dedicatedly crafted, that I have toiled over, it's okay, it's all right, I forgive you. But I will pull up the campaign now to talk about it. And I did want to do a stream because I thought people would have questions about the 60K stretch goal, but I guess not really. Because on Flash, I did say it was going to be a Standee, but I thought about it. And I looked at shipping. And I looked at production prices right now. And yeah, I don't think that's what's going to happen. But worry not. I think I have something that is good lined up for you guys anyways. If I can get this screen up. There we go. Let me do my fun little split screen thing. Whee! So I can be big. There we go. Yay! Okay. So, there's my big old face on the campaign, and there it is. So there, look at that nice graphic. I just made that. I think that looks nice. So the 60K stretch goal, which we are just we're aiming for 56K. 56K, so we got to get there first. But yes, if we reach 60K, this is something I've been wanting to do since that I had planned pretty much since launch. I wanted to be able to give everyone who bought original art a free blank sketch cover. And that, I've never done a sketch cover before, but I've seen other artists do it. I know Phil's doing it, and I think it's a really cool idea, especially for an indie book, to have a sketch cover. And it's an item that you get totally for free. And of course, because it is a new item, everybody who backed the Give Me Everything tier, which is a big bundle, everything new in the Fiendish 3 campaign tier, you guys will be getting a free sketch cover as well, which means that perk is going to have so much stuff. Like, you don't understand how I've been just doing all the math and weighing books and calculating shipping down to the T this past week. Like, so that will be 9 books in the Give Me Everything tier for $200. I think that's more than worth your money. On top of some other items, like you get mini prints and like stickers, like a perk exclusive sticker and everything. So that's why that's the featured perk, because it's really good, and you get 9 books. One of which is a perk exclusive, the perk exclusive mystery cover, which I also have news about, and one of which is a free book, which is this sketch cover. And I don't know if I'm going to offer drawing on the sketch cover yet. I thought about it long and hard. I consulted many people whose feedback I value greatly. And I have determined that for now, I need to draw the book. Because, I mean, I haven't even gotten it. I've gotten no drawing done these past couple days. It's been fucking impossible, but I'm going to get back to it. But yeah, I need to work on the book now. But what I'm thinking currently is, right now, the sketch covers will be an exclusive item for everybody that bought original art and people who back the Give Me Everything tier. But before the campaign closes, like before fulfillment, so that would be sometime next year, not like, it's only like 12 days left of the campaign, crazy, but not the live campaign closeout. For the final closeout, before that, if I I'll have a gap while the book is printing. I've done all the pages and I have time to do more art, right? I think I will offer a secret perk for everybody that has a sketch cover to buy art from me on the sketch cover if they choose. That's my plan right now. But I want to make sure I can finish the pages, like drawing the comic comes first for now. But yes. So the I did pull up. I'm going to show you guys the Standee that I was working on anyways, because the as you guys know, with the exception of the Fiendish 2.5 campaign, I did a Standee for chapter 1 of Fiendish. I had a Standee for chapter 2. I wasn't really planning on having a Standee every single time. It wasn't a, well, this is just a Fiendish thing to have a Standee with every book. But then somebody mentioned that, well, it would be cool if you did have a Standee with every book, and now I feel kind of bad about not adding it. But the problem is everything on the campaign, everything in Fiendish is made in America, except for the Standees. Like the books are printed here, and but the stickers are made here, and the mini prints and everything. But the Standees are, and the pins that I make are produced by a factory I know in Taiwan, and shipping is fucking ridiculous right now. And I don't want to commit to that before I know what the situation will be. Like there's just no way to predict what things are going to be in, like, I don't know, 8 months, 10 months when I'm shipping this, or when I'm going into production, more like. So like it's something right now definitely is not a good time to go into production overseas, because guess what? The Taiwanese Post isn't even shipping to America. So I have to use really expensive shipping. I have to use FedEx, and just material costs are high, and I mean, it's just not a good time. So but I'll show you guys this anyways. And there you go. And I do like it. I'm proud of the Standee. It's a cute Standee, and I think people really like Yomi. But what I'm thinking is, because Yomi really has become the star of the show, hasn't she? I know people like her more than Casimir, which I don't blame you for. Casimir is not a very likable person, but I think I might save this for the next campaign, or for like a 0.5 chapter. But I'm definitely going to still do the Standee at some point if I can afford it, and if shipping isn't ridiculous, because I refuse. Of course, if I really wanted to just be cheap, I could go with some vendor on Alibaba and go made in China, but I refuse. So everything that is produced for Fiendish is either made here or made in Taiwan. So because I'm determined to keep it that way, I'm not going to go with a super cheap vendor on Alibaba. So that means I have to spend more money. But also I do the quality. You guys, if you guys have the Standees from chapter 2, the quality of my Taipei factory is really good. So I love to keep using them, but I might literally have to wait until I could fly there before I can, get the Standees. It's just kind of insane. But we'll see. We'll see. Alice VRB says, wait, you did math like a proper Asian? Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot because I didn't get those genes. I'm not good at math. But yeah, once in a while I manage. Once in a while I muster up all of my Asianness and do some math. Yeah. Lieutenant Hughes says that's a good plan. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. Comics Legend says my eyes are sparkly today. Oh, thank you. I think it's just the lighting. I changed the lighting a bit. I made it a little darker. I think that looks better. I noticed that on stream, sometimes I just look super blown out. I look like a fucking ghost because my light was too bright. So I'm trying to not look like a fucking ghost. Slim Crust is nice. Geek Vibe says, ooh, I love the Standees. Would you ever do reprints of the other ones? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have plenty of overflow, actually, of the other Standees that are on the store right now. If you like the Standees from chapter 1 and 2, just go to fiendishcomic.com, that is this website, and go to the shop and scroll down, you will see that I have the standees right here. You can order the Ragna standee and the Demon standee and a bunch of other items as well. Let me see what else is in the merch area. So you have the Skull Shield pin that is from the Chapter 2.5 campaign. You have this holofoil Ragna sticker, which, by the way, the perk exclusive sticker for the Give Me Everything tier for Fiendish 3 will look just like that. It'll be the same holofoil sticker. And those are like nice vinyl stickers. You can put them outside on like lampposts and cars. They stay there forever. I've tried. They're very durable stickers. So these are good products. But yeah, you can order these standees. And let me show you another thing that you can kind of see when you hover over them. But I make them in these plates. They're kind of like they're printed as a whole block. I know that the final standee, once you like take it apart, is what's important, but I always thought it was cool to present it as this block. And both the Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, these two standees, the Ragna and Demon one, are produced like this, and I really like that. And my printer in Taiwan is the only one that's been willing to work with me on making a standee this way, because basically they're really good. They were like, well, it takes us the same amount of acrylic, right? Because it's a square. It's still going to be the same amount of acrylic. So we're just going, yeah, if you want the whole thing to be printed and to be packaged that way, sure, we'll do that. And you see that little Hellion Arts logo, my little company logo up there. You can pop that out and make it a keychain. Like these standees ship with a little bead keychain thing. So you get a free mini keychain of the Hellion Arts logo with the standee. And I just really like working with that factory, so I want to stick with them. So yeah, they make a good product, and I care about the quality of the stuff that I make. But yeah, if you're interested in the standees, they are available on the store. So let's see. Gina Lenny says looks nice. I saw that. All right. Maromi says, are you saying at 60K I'll get a blank sketch cover too? If you backed I forgot what you backed, but I'm pretty sure you backed. And I know Maromi is a dedicated backer, and I'm pretty sure you backed some pretty high tiers, right? So if you got the original art, let me scroll down. Any of the original art tiers, or the wood burning, including the wood burning portrait, which only 4 out of 10 claims, so plenty of them are left. Plenty of those are left. So if you would like this is a one of a kind thing. These are handmade, and I haven't seen anyone else offering these on a campaign. Effectively, the wood burning portraits are something I came up with as a way to do sketch cards, but in a special way that was on brand for Fiendish, right? Because Fiendish is this fantasy world that is all wood and naturey, and because I've been doing leather work and pyrography, which is wood burning, I thought, well, if I actually did wood burning sketch cards, that might be something special and that might stand out. So that's what the wood burning portraits are, and there's still quite a few of those left. So if you buy those, if you back that tier, then you also get a sketch cover. I basically see the little sketch cover graphic here. That's everything that you buy that comes with a sketch cover. Like, it's probably not super clear, but here in the little fine print, you can see for all original art and Give Me Everything perk backers, and the wood burning tiers are included in there. So yeah, if you get the original interior art pages or the wood burning portrait, both of those are interior art, or this big bundle up here, yes, you get a free blank sketch cover. Let's see. Doug says, "Ooh, I'm glad to see that you seem to like that." Alex VRB is posting links. Thank you so much. Yes, there's the website for Fiendish. Thank you so much for posting that link. Crisis Comics says, I haven't heard anything. I just came in. Transfer paper over the light helps diffuse it. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, my light has a setting. See? Like, now I look like a ghost. This is like the brightest setting. But no, I think it makes you look a little ridiculous. So I just have it on very slightly. I think what happens is I have it on the medium setting, but I'll open a page on my screen, and then the screen is so bright it makes me look even brighter. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But I'm trying to not look like a complete fucking ghost on stream, so that's what's going on here. But good tip, good tip. Henry Bemis says, I was ambivalent about the Standees until I got Chad's Black Phantom Standee, which was dope. Yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool. And I do like the Standees. So the thing is, Standees are more of an anime thing. It is a huge anime thing. A lot of anime series, the merch, there's just a million Standees, right? Which is why I did it for Fiendish 1, because I was coming from somebody who read a lot of fantasy books, but also primarily manga, not so much superhero books. So my merch thinking was around, well, what would a manga series have? And I do like the Standees, but they are certainly not cheap to produce. I still want to do them. But we'll have more chances. I might add them at a later date if I can afford it on this campaign. And I am obviously going to be doing more 0.5 chapters. And Yomi has a really great arc for the next 2 books. So right now in Fiendish 3, the story is the team has left Elstad. They're going to Thalfren. They encounter a bunch of demons, and then they're heading to Dorvo. And Dorvo is Cosimir's hometown, the origin of the demon invasion. And they're going back to Dorvo to figure out what happened, where these monsters came from, all that stuff. And that is going to last 2 more books. Until we're on book 3 right now. So 2 more main books, book 4 and book 5, will cover the Dorvo arc. So the first arc of Elstad, Thalfrin, Dorvo. And Yomi has a really great arc throughout that. What I would like to do is to have the Standees for all 4 of the main characters for this first arc. So I already had a demon. Looking back, I probably should have done Casimir for the first book, but the demon Standee was kind of dead on a win. I was like, oh, I feel like drawing a cute demon. I don't know. I just feel like I didn't go to marketing class, guys. I was kind of just doing whatever I thought was cute and cool for the first campaign. But anyways, but yeah, I would like to do a Casimir and Iskil Standee and a Yomi Standee as well. So, with when shipping calms down a bit, then I would certainly resume. This is gonna happen. I want you guys to have the full team as Standees so you can match your Ragnar Standees, and that's why I want to stick with the same factory. I want to continue doing this block effect, like having them printed the same exact way. These are double-sided, by the way. The ones that were originally produced for chapter 1 for the demons ones, those were not double-sided, but I did a reprint of them that went with chapter 2, and those are double-sided. So I want them all to be double-sided from now on. I want you to be able to collect the whole team. So I'm gonna contribute. I'm gonna continue those. And yeah, they are cool. It's like a more affordable way to have a little figurine of your character, because you can do 3D printed figurines and stuff, but those are harder to ship and all that. But with Standees, like, they're pricey to produce, but it's still like $15 or so each at the end of the day. Like here, they're 12 and how much are these? 12 and 18, average about like $15. So yeah, it's cheaper, I think, than having a 3D model. That's also going to cost $1 million to ship. Let's see. Geek Vibe says, oh, awesome, I'll have the Ragnar but not the demon. Yeah, no, I totally understand. Ragnar is definitely more preferable and more easy on the eyes than the demon, but some people do like the demon. Some people thought the demon was like really cute and cool and it has blood and stuff. So, but they're both there for you. So if you do order the Ragnar, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Gikazu is here. Hello, hello. Some courses, nice. I thought that was cool. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. So you did a Standee drop. I don't know what that means. Comics Legend is very cool. I'm glad you guys think so. Comics Legend says there are sketch covers now. Not yet. But when we hit 60K, there will be sketch covers. 60K stretch goal there. We're not at 60K yet, but you got to help us get to 60K. I'm hoping we get there. We've got quite a ways to go. I know we're in a bit of a campaign lull, but I'm hoping the last week things will pick up and we'll be able to at least hit 60K and hopefully more, because the goals that come after that, I'm going to start giving you guys those cover treatments that I promised. I'm talking to the printer right now, getting quotes on different cover treatments. I'm asking them how much it will be to do the UV spot gloss, and I'll just let you guys know. I think it'll be really cool to do glow in the dark as well. So that's the other thing I'm asking about, but I don't know how much it's going to cost. But especially, let's scroll down in the campaign. All right, so there's the main cover, there's a dark cover, obviously there's the perma cover, but yeah, especially for the dark cover, I would really like to have this be glow in the dark. I don't know if it's possible because it's super detailed. I'm not sure how they would do it. I'm not sure if they would just print on glow in the dark paper, or would they have to stamp it like a foil stamp, which would be really hard because there's so much detail and you have to match it exactly. I'm trying to figure out if they can do it, but the printer will let me know. They'll figure it out. They'll let me know, but I would really, really like to be able to do that. So that's what I'm considering. That's what I'm considering, which is why you should share the campaign. And if you haven't thought of, or if you've been thinking of backing some original art and you haven't yet, now is the time. Now is the time. Let's see. Skip the fines, get the pyrography. The fines or the lines? I'm not sure if that's fines or lines, but yes, you should get the pyrography. Thank you for the link. I much appreciate it. Shadowpunks is still think those black and white covers are killer. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, I really like them as well. And I am going to keep on producing these. They're going to be limited covers for every campaign. I like having that consistency with every campaign. So there's a campaign exclusive main cover. There's going to be an even more exclusive black and white cover. That's usually going to be a 24-hour only or opening and closing day only cover, and then the perma cover and a guest cover, at least one guest cover. Which, speaking of the guest cover, I wanted to let you guys know my plan. Should I go to the give me everything perk? Give me everything perk. Or should I go here? Oh yeah, I made this cool graphic. There you go. I'll just switch here. Isn't that cute? That was in the email. I thought that was cute. Anyways, so speaking of the guest cover, which is the mystery cover, believe it or not, that purple cover with a question mark, that's not actually what the cover will look like. Oh my gosh. That's just a placeholder because the art was still being worked on and I was not ready to reveal it yet. But I am excited to say that the art is done. It is not by me. It is by another artist, but it is absolutely beautiful. And I am going to be revealing it along with the Kickstarter launch. So I plan to launch the Kickstarter next week along with the reveal of that artwork. So you're going to have a slight overlap. The Indiegogo campaign closes on, I think, the 22nd or 23rd. I need to double check. Hold on. Let me double check the back end so I don't give you false information. Give me a second. Campaign, pre-launch updates. Let's see. Where is the Indiegogo should give you an exact date where it ends. All right. In Demand starts September 23rd. So yes, at 3 a.m. So it ends the night of September 22nd, 3 a.m. on September 23rd. So that's when, which by the way, if you want to back the dark cover, then September 22nd will be the day to back it. It will be open again for that day. That'll be the last live campaign day. So I want there to be a little overlap between the live Indiegogo campaign and also before we go into In Demand, of course, and then also the Kickstarter campaign. So the Kickstarter will be launching next week. There'll be a few days of overlap and I will be revealing this mystery cover that you guys will all be getting. And I'm trying to not show it yet. It's really hard because it's so good. Maybe I'll show you guys a sneak peek today. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Let me know, chat. Chat's gonna say yes because, of course, you're going to say yes. You're gonna want to know all the secrets and all the spoilers. But I don't know. Jolly 12 says, "Rainy, is your head bigger?" I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I'm Benjamin Buttoning. Is that the guy's name? The guy who like aged in reverse. I don't think I'm like aging in reverse, if only. But drastically becoming a child again. But I'm becoming a bobblehead. No. It must be a trick of the camera angle. Something like that. I'm a bit of a bobblehead though. Frackoff. Hello. Hi, Frackoff. Geek Vibes says lots of manga anime has a lot of them. Yeah, I assume you're referring to Standees. Correct. Thank you, Alex VRB, for posting that link. And yes, let me pull up the Kickstarter and show you guys the link. Here you go. So here is the sign up for Fiendish on Kickstarter. It's the first time Fiendish will be coming to Kickstarter. Very excited to see how it does. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna do my best. And it will essentially be the same as the Indiegogo campaign for Chapter 3, but I am planning on adding a little more stuff from older campaigns for the Kickstarter, because the Kickstarter will be more geared towards brand new customers who have never read Fiendish before, because Fiendish was always launched on Indiegogo and it's been on Fund My Comics. So most of the readers for Fiendish have backed the books on Indiegogo. So I'm expecting that most people who back on Kickstarter would be brand new and they would want catch-up tiers and they would want some older items. So I'm going to provide that. But other than that, it's going to basically be the same as the Chapter 3 Indiegogo. But yeah, that's also why it says chapters 1 to 3, because it's, if I just come out and say Chapter 3 when it's the first time on Kickstarter, it's a little weird. So it's chapters 1 to 3 on Kickstarter. But yeah, this will be launching next week, which means I got my work cut out for me and probably not a lot of drawing for the next week again, which is a little frustrating, but it must be done because campaign designing is much more time consuming than you might think. But you gotta do it. I gotta do the campaign designs, I gotta do the launches and the streaming, and then when all of this is over, maybe I can finally draw again. But yeah, thank you for reminding me of that, Alex. And by the way, as I mentioned in the email, if even if you backed on the Indiegogo, if you do go follow this campaign on Kickstarter, it helps us a lot. It helps the campaign because it boosts it in the algorithm to have a lot of people following it before it goes live. And you can see there's already 87 people following it, which is great. So that boosts it in the algorithm. It helps it get more attention once it launches. So everybody, if you have a Kickstarter account, go follow this campaign, even if you don't plan on backing it, even though you should, but, you know, no pressure. Help the campaign on Kickstarter by following it and boosting it in the algo, because the stretch goals will be universal. It'll be the same stretch goals as Indiegogo. So if the Kickstarter does well, that's better for you guys as Indiegogo backers too. So that's why you should definitely go give it a follow. Alex VRB says, I don't normally like toys and figurines because they eat up so much space. The Standees are a nice compromise. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not really a toy collector person either, but I like Standees, and I like small. I just don't like having too much clutter, but I like those small little, like, what would you want to call, mystery box figurines. I've started buying. Last time I was in Taiwan, I started buying them. I'm like, oh, this is really fun. Like, the surprise is really fun, so I started buying those. You guys want to see a couple of cool ones? Like, check this out. Look at this little guy. Well, it's a girl. It's not a guy. Hold on, let me full screen myself. Doo-doo-doo. Look at this. Isn't this cute? I'll go back a little bit. And she's got this helmet thing that comes off. Isn't she adorable? Eee, so cute. Yeah, it's a mystery box. It'll fantasy girl thingamajig. And I have a little tree girl too. Let me show you. Of course, I like cute things that are a little dark looking as well. But look at this. It's a little root girl. I don't know. I forgot what the series of what this toy series is called. There, but yeah, it's like these. They look like little dolls, but this series is like tree and nature themed, and the other one is kind of like mystery and philosophy themed. But I thought it was really cool. It's how it begins. It's how it begins. It's how I'm gonna start spending all my money on shelves and shelves of little figurines. At least it's not Funko Pops. I hate Funko Pops. It's not really my thing. Jolly12 says sketch covers are a good idea. I need that. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. I was hoping. So what I was thinking was I didn't want every single stretch goal to just be, well, like there's, how do I put it? The trading cards are given. I'm going to have the statted trading cards with all the Fiendish campaigns, and certain stretch goals boost the quality of the book, like adding extra pages or adding spot gloss and different cover treatments. But I wanted at least one stretch goal that I feel like it's pretty big, but maybe it's just because from my perspective it's pretty big because I'm printing a whole extra book and giving it to select backers for free. But I wanted something like that where I could really reward high tier backers by giving you a valuable rare item, and I thought having a sketch cover was a great idea. I think Jake was the first one to mention that, so shout out to him and thank you for that idea. Because I was seeing other people do sketch covers, and I think he's the one who mentioned that I could have it as an item with the original art. So I decided that, well, that's perfect. I should have it as a stretch goal. And so if we hit 60K, then the people who would want a sketch cover the most, people who back original art and buy original art and who back the big bundles and want everything, you guys get a sketch cover. And I'm hoping that I'll have time to offer a secret perk to everybody who does have a sketch cover to draw art on them, at least a select amount. Like I can offer 10 sketch covers or something before fulfillment. But that'll come later. I think it's too soon to offer that right now. I'm trying to balance, like, sure, I want the campaign to do well, but I need to make this manageable, right? That's everything. Everything about this campaign is I want it to be book focused. I want to give you guys cool stuff, but still focus on the book. And I want to try and plan things out better, because in past campaigns I ran into issues of, well, I didn't price out my merchandise before producing it. So honestly, I spent way more money on certain items than I would have if I had planned it better. I was very lucky that Fiendish 2 did really well, right? But I'm trying to manage things better now, because you can't expect like COVID era money with new current campaigns. But Fiendish 3 is still doing fantastically, and I'm very grateful. So I'm just trying to plan everything out and make sure that you guys get your money's worth and are happy. Epic Gnosis says, I want that sketch cover too. I'm glad. Commons Legend says, will there be sketch cover commissioned art? I think I just answered that. I'm hoping there will be. Originally, let me go back to the campaign page. Split screen. Whee! The original plan was I wasn't going to. I was thinking, man, it's just too much to manage. Okay, so there are some things. My thought process when structuring this campaign was, there is so much stuff for Fiendish now. I'm 3 books in. This is a 4th book because I had a chapter 2.5. There are so many books. I kind of got I kind of shocked myself when I was setting up the add-ons, when I realized there's so many books and extra items. Oh my god. I need to keep it simple. So that's why I didn't put the Standee in, because on top of worrying about production and shipping costs, I was prioritizing keeping the campaign book focused without too many knickknacks. And I was thinking, well, any knickknacks and toys and stuff, I can put it on the store, right? Which is true. As I just showed you guys, I have the standees and stuff on the store and the pins as well. But part of the reason why I'm being measured and adding stuff as we go throughout the campaign is because there's so much stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about how I'm going to manage campaigns once I'm like 5 or 6 books in, because Fiendish is at least a 10-book series. It's about 10 books. What I think I'll do is I'll definitely do collected editions at some point. I will either I should collect everything up until this book, or I think waiting until book 5 would be too long, because I've said this before. Originally, the first arc was going to be 3 books and then a couple of 0.5 chapters. But it's expanded. It's 5 books now because I moved a bunch of the character development up anyways. So I think waiting until book 5 before doing a collected edition is going to be a long time. So, and what am I going to do? By the time we get to book 5, you're going to have to spend $120, $150 just to be caught up on the series. I don't think that's fair. So I think I'd like to do collected editions intermittently so people can get caught up on the books, and those will be different products. So if you have the original single chapters, you still have something valuable, and especially the campaign covers, those will never be reprinted, right? So hopefully that's a good solution. But yeah, I'm starting to run into the issue of this is an ongoing series with a lot of books. So how do I manage introducing the series to people and convincing people to get caught up on it without being like, well, you're just gonna have to sink a bunch of money into it. Anyways, I'm rambling. Vanish would be good. Varnish? Who's that Varnish? I don't think I know what you're talking about. Oh no! I should be rating into Creative Block soon. So yes. How about this? Let me get caught up real low. Glow in the dark. I'll really quickly scroll through chat, and then I'll get caught up on what you guys are saying, and then I will raid into Creative Block. It's gonna be on Phil's channel today, so just stick around, and we're gonna just be directed into that. Pink Nose says yes. Ooh, mystery cover. Oh well. Snug says boob cover for Kickstarter. Well, you see. Geek5 says, I want to see it. No, hide it from us until Kickstarter launch. How about just a snippet? A tiny, super duper zoomed in snippet of it. Don't show the secret. Be mean to chat. Maybe I should be mean to chat. Hide it from everyone, especially Equinosis. Oh no. But what about Pear's mailing list? What happened with Pear's mailing list? What did he do? Has he been using his mailing list? I told him he needs to email people more. Email lists matter. It really is a good way to, you've got to email people and use those email lists. It's a good way to remind people of your campaign and get backers. The mystery boxes, that just sounds like Jake's bad influence. He's been a terrible influence, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Tim F. Yes. Pop more figures. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Hello. Let me scroll down. Thank you for the links, everyone. Let's see. Kyle Kulkin. Hi, how are you? Dubious name, but welcome to the chat. Apex says I forgot about Fiendish 2.5. Well, it was a smaller book, right? It was only 25 pages, but hopefully it was still a good experience for you guys. And I think Michael Rushby did a fantastic job drawing it. Lewis has 10 books and a movie. I mean, I hope so. If that is possible, I would love that. Of course, that is, I think that's every comic artist's dream. Who knows? It seems so far away and so impossible now, but who knows? 4-issue collections are pretty standard. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, these books aren't even issues. Every Fiendish, but in Fiendish 1 was 50 pages. Fiendish 2 and 3 are 70-page books. Like, these are large books. I'm basically releasing entire trades, and that's why it takes me a year or more to draw every book. First of all, like, I have details, so I'm a slow fucking artist, but like, these are trades. They're not 25-page American comic issues, so they're big fat books. So if I collected 4 issues, it's going to be 4 chapters, 4 trades on top of 0.5 chapters. So it's definitely going to be like more than a normal trade. It'll be like a Berserk volume basically when I do collect several of the books eventually. But yeah, that's good. I think that's about right. I think I'm trying to think about the Lock and Key trades were about 4 to 5 issues, right? That's I'm just trying to think of something that I'm familiar with. No, wait for book 5. That way it's one complete collection. I am conflicted. I am conflicted, but maybe I should. Maybe I should. There needs to be a natural ending to the first art before creating collector's edition. That's true. I'm very not collected. I'm very conflicted. But yeah, I tend to agree. I think the want to make money part is like, part of me is like, oh, I I need to collect it right now and sell more books. But then the part of me that cares about the story is like, no, I have to wait. Oh no, Zane Collins is here. Okay, he's telling me I need to fucking go. All right, let's go. Let me do this. I will Bancroft is here. Hosted by Rob. Okay, let me play the trailer for Fiendish, and I will show you just the tiniest of sneak peeks of that cover, and then we're going to raid into Creative Blog. Okay, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Okay, the redirect is set up. Are you guys ready for this super exclusive reveal? Yes, you should start. I'm gonna write into you guys after in just like 2 seconds. Just like 2 seconds. Okay, you guys ready for this? Ready for this? So just a tiny bit. I will be very impressed if someone can guess who did this just from this snippet. But there you go. That is a butt. Oh, it's not a butt, it's a boob. There you go. That's all you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna see. It is a boob, and there is Nina as well. So, it is a sexy cover. It is a boob cover. You're going to this green hair. I wonder who that could be. Oh my gosh, I wonder who that could be. I wonder what the final art will look like. And it's gonna have Agnes. Well, oh my god. All right, that's all you're getting, and it's going to be revealed next week with the Kickstarter launch. Yes, very hefty. I literally gave the artist a note to make her boobs bigger, along with a note that there had to be more squish. Listen, I know what my audience wants. I'm here to make you guys happy. Anyways, all right, everyone, please share Fiendish 3, help us get to 60K Help us get to 60K before the live campaign is over in just like 12 days. Get the word out there. Once we hit 60K, everybody who got the big box tier and original art gets a free sketch cover. And stay tuned next week for the Kickstarter launch. I'm going to keep all of you updated. All right. Titty Connoisseur approves. I assume so. Okay, I'm going to end the stream. You guys should be ready to write into Creative Block on Phil's channel. Let me see. Where's the actual outro video? There you go. All right. I'll see you guys here. Bye. Bye. Thanks for joining. Bye.